terms of the job that Emery has done at Villa, how do you sum it up?
He's number one for me. I mean, I'll upset
more so than Alonso.
I'll upset all their German listeners, but it's
we are global.
You try going from the bottom of the Premier League and getting to the top when you're running into Crystal Palace, you're running into Ipswich. The bottom teams, I've played in foreign leagues, and sometimes the fixture list is sorted so that the season's not over at Christmas. So you have a hard game, 2 average games, 3 easy games. So the players can win them games, like Bayern Munich can win the game cruising in third gear. In the Premier League, you're flat on the floor, the pedal's on the floor. Otherwise, you turn up with the wrong attitude, in the Premier League, you get beat. Top team can get beat by the bottom team. And I'm not being biased. Unai Emery, I thought the players were letting Steven Gerrard down. I remember at the end of his... and I obviously thought that Steven Gerrard knows football, which he's played football all his life. He knows he's a good manager. But it wasn't happening for him. Unai Emery comes in. He got himself a sack at Arsenal, continuing to play out from the back with Peter Cech and David Luiz, who don't really care what the score is. You know what I mean? He was giving goals away for fun, and he carried on, wouldn't change. But he's come back and he's put his principles into action. He done really well in the Europa League with Valencia, who was manager, wasn't he? And Villarreal, Sevilla. He's managed them teams, and he's obviously been at PSG and managed them, so he knows what he's doing. And he's transformed the club, not just the team, the club. I've never seen so many Villa fans that like everywhere. It's Aston Villa up and running. If I go to a dinner anywhere, the room's full. I've been to theatres in Birmingham, full, sold out. Aston Villa fever has caught on. The team is playing 15 yards further up the pitch. Ollie Watkins is getting the service that he's been trying to get for a few years, where they win the ball back, look for Ollie. That's his first thought. And they're passing the ball forward. And they're playing with confidence. And I've obviously managed football teams. I'm trying to imagine what it's like behind the scenes working for him. It's a relentless task every single day of stopping 35 multi-millionaires from doing their own thing and keeping the discipline. So you've got him in the building. They test you every day. Somebody will turn up late. Somebody will turn up in the wrong T-shirt for the meeting. All these little things. Right. Somebody does their own thing.
But that's how you create a culture there, then.
Yeah. So Arteta done it by getting rid of... Who's the striker he got rid of? Aubameyang. There you go. This is what happens to you if you step out of line and start doing your own thing. Right. Because without discipline, and us all in a boat rowing in the right direction, if you've got two rowing the opposite way, you don't achieve anything. So Arteta's grasped the dressing room by doing that. And he'll be doing it now every day. Relentless. Footballers want to do their own thing. They all play a different system. They all pick a different team. They don't like it when you leave the mates out. They don't like getting left out. They don't like getting dragged off. And you've got to be a step ahead of them non-stop every day. Discipline side, forget the football. Then you've got to go into the press. You've got to do the tactics for the team. He seems to be getting it all right, and he seems as if he's more stressed if he's doing nothing. If he sat in the house, he'd be stressed, Unai Emery. But doing this job is perfect for him, and the team's playing great. A bit I didn't like, because I thought, well, what are they missing to win the league? Maybe someone to replace Ollie Watkins. Maybe they haven't got two. And then...
Hello, John Duran.
John Duran steps up to the plate, starts scoring ridiculous goals from all over the place, coming on as sub and scoring, and he is going to be needed in the season, and that's a replacement that can come in and score 8 or 9 goals. But when he showed that bit of dissent the other day when he got taken off, stop reading your own publicity, right? You're not as good as Ollie Watkins yet. I can understand you being disappointed. We've all done it. I've done it. You walk off raging, been taken off, scored as well, and he topped me off. But I'm sure he would have gone and apologised the next day, or Unai Emery would have had to pull him in and how do you keep him happy? He's on the bridle, isn't he? John Duran, he can't wait. He's like raging every time he's not picked. He'll be raging in training every day. But you have to somehow, the conversations he has with him, he's going to have to keep him happy and say, look, you know, you make sure you're ready. Because
Well, it
Ollie
still has a big role to play.
You've got a massive role. You've got to keep them all happy. There's not just John Duran. There's others who aren't playing.
Well, especially with the Champions League and how well they are getting on right now. It's
Brilliant.
going brilliantly for them. And they are coping brilliantly with the extra competition, of course. And I think that's what they said, didn't they, in the summer, if I remember rightly, when we were at the Villa training ground before the season started, didn't they talk about trying to build 2 squads effectively, because knowing that they were going to have this Champions League competition to contend with as well. And it's going really, really well for them.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.